Hi and welcome. My name is Alex Bogart, and I want to welcome you to Yoga with Alex here on YouTube. This class is going to be a Yin Yoga class within the Chakra series as you focus on the Heart Chakra today for this practice. This is probably one of my most favorite chakras to meditate on and to practice within a Yin yoga class. And the heart chakra, as you can imagine, is located within the heart space, the heart center of our body. And oftentimes we think of it literally at the heart, but when we're thinking of the chakras, we're thinking of the chakras along the spine. So it's more in the center of our chest at heart level. And throughout this class, I want to encourage you to bring your awareness to this energy center within your body and imagine a glowing green orb of light shining bright as we are focusing on our breath within the postures. Now, for the heart chakra is all about love and compassion and kindness and generosity. So you can imagine that if your heart chakra is balanced, that you're feeling this loving kindness towards yourself, compassion towards yourself, giving yourself grace when it is needed, but also showing that same love and kindness and grace to others around you and within the world. And so, naturally, if the chakra is out of balance, we may experience self loathing, judging ourselves way too harshly, putting ourselves down unnecessarily with the way we treat ourselves or the way that we talk to ourselves. Or we may also show those same characteristics to others and to the world around us. So, this class is all about balancing the heart chakra so you can feel more love, compassion, and kindness, not just towards yourself, but to the world around you. For this practice, all you will need is a bolster. And if you don't have a bolster, then you can grab several pillows, a couch, cushion, just something that you can be able to use to get into some of these poses more comfortably. So we're going to get started here in a comfortable seated position. So just cross your legs or extend your legs out long. If it feels difficult to sit up nice and straight with a nice elongated spine, then maybe you come towards the wall and you sit up nice and tall against the wall. But start bringing your hands into your lap. Palms can face down to be more grounded or facing up to be more receptive. And begin to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Close your eyes and finding this length within your spine, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. Just really beginning to check in with your body, just noticing how it feels as you bring your awareness within. And allow the awareness to travel towards the heart space here, center of your chest. Just noticing your heart center. Beginning to deepen your breath. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And exhale even slower. Continuing to breathe in deeply. And as you breathe in, breathing into your heart space, sending your energy to this energy center. And exhaling, just letting go of any toxicity that weighs you down mentally or physically or emotionally. And as you continue to breathe into your heart space, I want you to imagine a glowing green orb of light just just beginning to shine brighter and brighter with each inhale, almost like your breath is energizing this green orb of light, and each breath makes it shine just a little bit brighter. Each exhale, relaxing your shoulders a little bit more, beginning to breathe in this love and compassion within. Filling up your heart space with kindness and grace. Feeling your heart center begin to feel a little bit more warm, any coldness melting away with each exhale. Opening up this time to set an intention for your practice, and maybe the intention is simple: to show more grace towards yourself or to another, to show more loving kindness towards yourself in the way you talk to yourself, to be your own personal cheerleader, or maybe practicing forgiveness towards one who has not asked for forgiveness. With your awareness still on your heart space, bringing your hands to your heart, sealing your intention for this practice. One big inhale in, and exhale, letting go. Going ahead and opening your eyes gently, we're going to go ahead and grab that bolster, and we're going to come into a supported fish pose with the bolster. So bringing this bolster behind you, and the short end of the bolster or your pillows are going to be facing your back. So you're turning away, and I like to start with bending into my knees, having the soles of the feet onto the mat, and reaching behind and scooting the bolster towards you and having it press up against your sacrum. And then from here, you can begin to lower on down, taking your time. And once you are fully rested onto this bolster, just letting your arms drape down by your sides, palms can face up or down. And just noticing here, before we get settled into this pose, how your lower back feels. If this is already enough on your lower back, you can keep your knees bent, or you can walk your feet to the corners of the mat and let the knees cave in to touch. I prefer to extend my legs long, just knowing that we're going to be here for a few minutes, and we stay in poses for a period of time. So not going too deep too soon. Just relaxing the shoulders. The eyes closed, beginning to deepen your breath. And as you're here, beginning to send your breath towards your heart space, your heart chakra. As you breathe in the affirmation, I deserve to be loved and treated with respect. I deserve to be loved and treated with respect. bringing your awareness back to your breath. And taking your time here to bend into the knees if your legs were extended long. You're going to go very slow as you roll over to either side, bringing your arms down to push yourself up. You're going to take this bolster and move it out of the way and lay back down onto your spine, allowing the spine to reset. Extend your legs, arms by your side. We're going to take 2 deep breaths together. So inhaling in and let it go. One more, inhaling in to your heart space. Exhaling all that doesn't serve you. Bending back into your knees and slowly rolling over to either side as you push yourself up here. Take your time, there's no rush. And we're gonna come into hands and knees for a little bit of cat and cow movement before we come into our next yin posture. So make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, and push the earth away from you. And coming into that cow, inhale, drop your belly, looking to the sky. And exhale into cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Going at your own pace here. Moving with your breath. And then we're going to find this neutral spine as we come into a child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as your mat and big toes to touch. You're going to begin to sink your glutes right on back towards your heels and begin to extend your arms long out in front of you and spread those fingers nice and wide. And melting your forehead down towards the mat. And just noticing before we settle into this pose where your glutes are. See if you can get the glutes to reach towards the heels. You may have to walk your hands back just a little bit more to get the glutes touching the heels, and if they can't, that's okay as well. Doing any small adjustments to get as comfortable as you can. Beginning to deepen your breath, sending your breath towards the heart space. As you breathe in the affirmation, I choose love over fear in all areas of my life. I choose love over fear in all areas of my life. reconnecting with your breath. And on your inhale, take your time to come back onto your hands and knees, going slow, mindful movement, walking your hands back so your wrists are under your shoulders, knees directly under the hips, and coming into that cat and cow. One more time. Inhale to cow, gaze high. Exhale into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Finding this neutral spine, and you're going to come into what we call a melting heart. You're going to notice your hips, and they're going to stay directly over your knees, and you're going to have the tops of your feet onto the mat. And from here, you're going to begin to walk your hands forward, noticing the hips. They stay over the knees the entire time. Nice straight arms, fingers spread wide, and you're melting your heart towards the floor, and your forehead may come into contact with the floor. Now, if you need that bolster under your chest for more of a supported child's pose variation instead of this melting heart, that is perfectly okay. You're going to find this opening into your upper back, to your shoulders, just settling here. If you need a little bit more, you can bring your chin to the mat, but not going too deep too soon. We're going to be here for just a couple of minutes. So breathing in deeply, sending your breath towards your heart space. As you breathe in the affirmation, my heart is a sanctuary for peace. My heart is a sanctuary for peace. On your inhale, you're going to begin to shift forward here onto your belly, almost like you're coming into a forearm plank, but you're going to lower your hips down onto your mat and stack your hands here, turning your elbows out to the sides of your mat and coming into this crocodile pose. You can rest your right cheek down onto your mat or to your hands. Relaxing your shoulders, keeping your breath deep and slow, letting go of tension in your upper body, your neck, your arms, your legs. Breathing in peace into your heart space. From here, we're going to come into a Sphinx pose. You're going to press your forearms into your mat, and you're going to bring your elbows directly under your shoulders, and your arms are going to form number 11s. You're going to spread the fingers wide, relax your shoulders down away from your ears, and a nice soft gaze towards the tip of your nose down at your mat. It's allowing your lower body to relax a little bit more. You close your eyes or keep your gaze soft as you breathe in deeply into your heart space. As your mind comes to the affirmation, I let go of anger and resentment. I let go of anger and resentment. Beginning to stack your palms once again, and this time you're going to bring your left cheek down onto your hands in crocodile pose. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your glutes, From here, we're going to gently roll over onto the back. So just taking either hand and gently coming on down onto the spine. Now for our next poses, we're going to come into a spinal twist. So just begin by hugging your knees in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, relax the shoulders. And from here, your knees are going to fall to the left, keeping the knees stacked one on the other. Noticing this right shoulder as your knees come to the left. I want this right shoulder to melt down towards the floor. The goal is to have the shoulder blade and the shoulder right onto the floor, and you can extend that right leg, the right arm along, your palm facing up towards the ceiling. I like to take the left hand and place it onto the top knee to add some weight. If you notice that your knees are floating above the earth, You can take your bolster or your pillows and place it under your knees or between your knees to fill in that gap. And from here, send your gaze over towards that right arm. Relaxing the shoulders, deepening your breath. As you breathe into your heart space. Breathing in the affirmation. I am thankful for lessons of love that have shaped my life's journey. I am thankful for lessons of love that have shaped my life's journey. Very gently, we're going to roll back onto the spine, hug your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs. One deep breath in, and exhale, dropping your knees to the right this time. Left arm comes out to the side. Right hand can come on top of the knee to add some weight as you send your gaze over towards your left hand. Returning to your deep breath and the affirmation, I am thankful for the lessons of love that have shaped my life's journey. I am thankful for the lessons of love that have shaped my life's journey. Releasing rolling over onto the spine, giving yourself a hug, breathing in, and exhale, releasing your legs down, feet to the corners of the mat, and the arms by your side, snuggling your shoulder blades under. Bringing your awareness back to your heart space. As you breathe in, imagining once again that glowing green orb of light. Shining brightly. Each breath filling up your body with love, compassion, grace, kindness. Letting go of worries, judgments that drag you down. Allowing yourself to just rest in this warmth of love. May you find peace. Shavasana. Bringing a small movement to your fingers and your toes as you bring your awareness back into the room and your mat. With your eyes still closed, begin to nod your head side to side, feeling the mat, the floor underneath of your head, noticing the texture of your mat, the warmth or coolness of the mat and the room. And then bending into your knees, beginning to roll to either side to a fetal position, and just pausing there for a moment, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And when you are ready, slowly, mindfully take your time to come to a comfortable seated position on your mat, sitting cross-legged. Bringing your arms down into the lap, sitting up nice and tall. Bringing one hand to your heart space, one hand to your belly. Inhaling into the heart. Exhale. Once again, inhaling in love. Exhale, fear. Inhaling in compassion. And letting go of frustration and anger. Bringing your hand to your heart space. Palms touch. Bowing your head. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you in this Yin Yoga practice as we focused on the Heart Chakra. May you have love and compassion in your heart, not towards yourself only, but to others and the world around you. Go out and be the change that you want to see in the world. Namaste. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Don't forget to like and subscribe below to Yoga with Alex. That is the best way that you can help me to spread the love of yoga on my channel and to grow my following. If you want to follow along with me on social media, I am on Instagram at Alex Bogart Yoga. I'm on TikTok at Alex Bogart Yoga, and on Facebook, Yoga with Alex. On any of my Instagram accounts, on any of my social media accounts, you will be able to get up-to-date information on what virtual classes I am posting, but also what in-person classes that I will be teaching as well for adults and for children. So make sure you go on social media, on any of those accounts, and follow so you can stay up to date with all of that information. I hope that you go out into the world and be the change you want to see. Peace, my friends. Bye.